I decided to evaluate the Martin Luther King website. I was quite amazed at what I found on this website. Martin Luther King has always been more of a prestigious man in our history, and this particular website, I feel, gave maybe some false impressions of him, and therefore maybe is not reliable information for kids to maybe do a report or a presentation on Martin Luther King. So as I go through this website, I'll show you some aspects of it that kind of have brought me to that particular conclusion. Of course, one thing that I did look at was the URL, and the URL is .org, and Alan November of Web Literacy for Educators, the author of that text, he had mentioned that .com, .org, and .net are domains that we really need to look out for, and they can be owned by anybody. So that was my first kind of red flag about this particular website, that anybody could have created it. Not only that, but I then went ahead and I looked for the author, and I clicked down here at the bottom, hosted by Stormfront. And when I had done that, it came up with a website, White Pride Worldwide. And then it said, welcome to Stormfront, and it says we are a community of white nationalists. So this was another red flag, telling me that it's basically promoting the interests of whites, not necessarily being unbiased due to color of skin. So that also kind of made me think that maybe the information on this website isn't exactly valid, or not necessarily valid, but unbiased, as I had mentioned before. And so as I continued to look, I did notice that overall, as far as the presentation is concerned, the headings on the right, very easy to navigate through. It isn't very busy with a lot of pictures or whatnot. So it's very easy to kind of peruse through. And it could be a little deceiving because these headings seem like they could provide some very good information for students to do reports on. However, that's not necessarily the case. Down here, some of the things that I noticed was that this organization did not necessarily appreciate Martin Luther King and things that he tried to do, as noted in our history. And they actually are encouraging children to print out flyers that actually portray Martin Luther King as a liar, a cheater, a traitor, which obviously supports the white supremacist aspect of this website. And that's why I'm thinking that this is not exactly reliable information or objective information for that matter. I think this website is more of a persuasion or persuasive website for others to maybe feel the way that stormfront.org feels, rather than really giving information that that children could appreciate. There's something over here from a Newsweek magazine. Now, granted, the Newsweek magazine kind of seems like that would be some good information, but again, magazines, we can't always believe what we read. Think of People and Us Weekly and things of that nature, and not necessarily things that we can believe. So I think this website obviously is a very good website to show students that you can't always believe what is on the website. You really do need to think of looking at websites with a critical eye and peruse the website in depth so that you're not being fooled, I guess, by the information. I decided to evaluate the Martin Luther King website. I was quite amazed at what I found on this website. Martin Luther King has always been